Welcome back, guys. So now in this video we will basically write a use effect. So use effect is automatically imported inside it, and write empty brackets and write fetch. So we'll basically use fetch, and the URL that we are looking for is this particular URL. Alright, and I'm gonna give this thing as headers, as content type application JSON. Okay, and I need to write the method. The method is the get method. Alright, write a comma over here and write dot then res.json. This will basically convert the response that you are getting into a JSON so that you can easily destructure it or use it and understand the data. I'm gonna write console.log data. Okay, write this part. Okay, let me just press reload and open up console log, and there you go. I'm getting the data properly. Alright, it was very easy, guys. You just had to write method. You have done it, right? So it's very easy. I'm not going to explain it again and again, but still some guys would be like, if they do not understand. So basically we are hitting a network request on this particular URL, and the method that we are writing is the get means getting the data. All right, suppose if you are uploading the data, suppose if you are uploading a Facebook post, then the method would be post. Similarly, in this case we are getting data from a server from this particular website. So that is what this get method is, and the content type is application JSON. That means whatever we are sending or whatever we are receiving would be basically from JSON. JSON is this type of data. Of course, you should know what is JSON. Basically it is this part. This is what JSON is, so that basically you can understand the data in that way. All right, and then we are just whatever the response that we are getting, we are converting into a JSON, and then after that we're just basically getting the data. All right, that is what we are doing over here. In this particular line, we are getting all of the data from the backend, or yeah, something like that. So now I'm going to create a state. I'm going to create a state called as all posts. I'm going to set all posts, and I'm gonna write use state. So use state will basically get imported from this thing, and by default I'm gonna give this thing an array, because the response that I'm getting from the backend is this particular array, an array of objects. That is what I'm getting. So now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna write set all post. I'm gonna write data. All right, so now a quick challenge for you guys. So please tell me, suppose if I want to trigger a function whenever this thing is set, how do I do that? So yeah, I don't know if you have guessed it, but I hope that you have guessed it. We need to write use effect, and in the dependency we basically need to pass in the value that gets changed. So whenever this value is getting changed, this whatever I write inside this code will trigger automatically. So basically now if you guys can, let me just clear this up, and let me clear this up as well. All right, so now okay, it automatically ran, but I'm gonna reload this part. Okay, so there you go. I'm getting the data over here. All right, that is what this thing is. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna basically map the data. So basically we are getting this data, we are having this ID to it, we are having a title, we are having a body. So let me just basically all posts dot map. I'm gonna write value return, right, comma index. All right, and I'm gonna write value dot, there are like each object has some values like user ID. You know what, I'm just going to create nice CSS for it. So I'm gonna give a div. Okay, and I'm gonna basically wrap this div, and I'm gonna give a class name of flex, okay, which I'll create now, and flex row, which will be the direction of the flex direction, and yeah, and flex wrap. Okay, so over here I'm gonna basically give the class name as flex again, and flex column. I'm gonna create the classes for these guys, so don't worry about it. Flex column, and inside this thing, the very first part that I'm gonna do is write h1 over here. Okay, and if you guys can see right over here, this would be the title, value dot title. Okay, and right this part. Okay, it should basically work. Let me remove this. Yeah, now it would work. I'm gonna write span over here. I'm not gonna get into the styling. All right, so my main focus is to teach you about the mapping of data, REST API, and React Router DOM. All right, and I'm gonna give a button. All right, I'm gonna give a button to it, or a link would be fine. So this will basically get imported from there. Link, I'm gonna write link as, I'm gonna give see the post. Okay, and I'm gonna give the URL of single post, and we need to pass in the ID of that particular value. So ID is value dot, okay, ID. Let me try ID, because see guys, so over here each and every element has this ID, right? So if I write hyphen or backslash or front slash, whatever it is, if I write the ID, whatever the ID is over here, let's look at it. I'm getting only one data. That is what I want to achieve. That is what my main this thing is, to basically achieve this part. So now it's telling me that it has an error because we need to wrap this whole thing. I guess we don't need to pass in the, okay, we need to wrap this whole thing inside flower brackets. Now the error will be gone. All right, so now so as you guys can see, I am getting this whole all of these values. So now let me just write the styling to it. Styles.css. Okay, I'm gonna open this up and write, okay, flex basically means display flex. Okay, and flex, okay, and flex column mean flex row means flex direction as row. Okay, and flex column, oops, column means flex direction as columns. So now it will just do this thing. So let me write flex wrap over here so that it will automatically do a lot of stuff for me automatically. So I'm gonna write flex wrap. Okay, so wrap will basically wrap the element so that it would only take the space that it needs. Okay, there are like multiple options over here that you can give. Reverse would wrap it in the reverse way. And now if I give it a width of, okay, I don't know, if I give this a width of 40 px, I think that is way too less. I don't know, maybe, yeah, maybe 300 pixel. All right, how about 300 pixel? 300 pixel looks fine. So it is only going to take the space that it needs. So I'm gonna write flex column as, you know, give the direction over here as 300 pixel. So this is pretty much sorted. It looks nice. Okay, it doesn't look nice, but at least it is readable. That is what I wanted to achieve. And I'm gonna give flex wrap as wrap. Flex wrap as wrap. Okay, so now we will have these things. Okay, I could have done this thing using a display grid as well. It was very easy then, but then now I've already done it, so that's fine. So now if I press C post, nothing's showing because we did not create a route. All right, so now this is the complex part where you need where I basically need your whole attention. So now let me show you. So if I've created this path, okay, and I'm gonna write a single post. I'm gonna write element and I'm gonna pass in the single post. So now if I press back, I'm gonna get to the all post page. Now if I press all posts, see the post over here, I'm not getting anything. Why is that? I mean, like, if I just go over here, now I'm getting the single post. But now if I'm writing something over here, and this thing is variable, it's varying from each and every post. Suppose if a post is like the very first post, then the value would be 1 to it. So in order to receive that value, basically we need to write colon, because that is variable, and now we know that we basically need that value to hit a fetch request. Then we will write on the route, we will write front slash, I'm gonna write colon, and I can give any name to it. I'm gonna give ID. All right, so now after giving the ID, how do I receive it inside this single post? So it is very easy, guys. We can receive it using use params. So there is an inbuilt function called use params. I'm gonna basically show you in a moment. So now I'm gonna go over here and I'll write const parameters, okay, use params. So use params are automatically imported from React Router DOM. And I'm gonna write console log parameters. Okay, now let me just click all posts. All right, this will basically give me all of the posts. I'm not sure why it is not giving it to me. I guess I've done a lot of requests. Okay, it should be all posts, not S. Sorry about it. Yeah, so now I'm getting all of the data that I need. Now if I press this, okay, let me open up the console log. All right, now if I press C post, there you go. I'm getting this I'm getting this ID is equal to 2. So if I write 3 over here, let's see what I'm gonna get. I'm getting 3 over here. So if I write 4 over 5 over here, let's see what I'm getting. All right, so you get what I'm telling, what I'm trying to tell you, right? So now we will take the advantage of this thing and we will hit a fetch request. Now I'm gonna write use effect. All right, and I'm gonna give this thing as empty dependency. All right, so now let me not do it. Let me give you guys a challenge about it, and try it out by yourself. It's very easy. You need to go to this website and basically you need to use this value and map the value inside this page. So I really hope that you can do it. If not, then we'll complete that together in the next video. So then goodbye and take care.